If every dollar that you spend in your company still feels like you're losing money, you're still thinking like an employee. Owners think about money differently. Owners think about money as an investment. Every dollar that you spend needs to either keep more money in your pocket, this is called profit, or it needs to bring more money in through revenue. When we work as employees, our monthly salary, our hourly wage is generally fixed. It's easy for us to start thinking of money as something that needs to be conserved, increasing the profit only. But as the owner of a business, your revenue can grow. That top line revenue is not fixed. And so you need to start thinking of money as an investment to gain more revenue. And here's the part that most owners miss. That mindset shift that you have to go through when it comes to spending your own money is the same mindset shift that you need to bring your customers through as you price your services for them. They're not paying you for your time. They are paying you for their time. They are paying you for their freedom. Let's talk about it in this video. Hi, my name's Barrett Young, and I'm a partner at GWCPA, and this series is about teaching employees the mindset shifts that are necessary in order to become owners of their own futures, their own careers, and their own businesses. So let's talk about that first principle: fixed revenue, fixed expenses. So when you're an employee, you probably only got one raise per year, or maybe you got a bonus, but you've got your monthly income coming in and you've got a budget. You've got to make sure that it lasts until the end of the month. And so this trains us to look at everything as money out. The top line is fixed. I can control the bottom line. And so I'm going to watch every dollar that comes through my budget, and I'm going to make sure that I have more money left over at the end of the month than not. This is called profit, dealing with a household budget. Now, the problem is that we take this same mindset shift into businesses. Now, being frugal is not bad. As a CPA, I definitely want you to have more money left over than not at the end of the month. But we start to look at expenses as a fixed certainty. So if I'm spending $10,000, I'm spending $10,000. Business owners start to shift and say, if I'm going to spend $10,000 on X, what is it going to produce for me? And this is the mindset shift that's important for a business owner. Now, I'm not talking about whether or not an expense is tax deductible here. Tax deductibility is basically just a discount. You can make stupid money decisions that are tax deductible, and this just means that the IRS is going to allow you to take a 30% discount on your stupidity. What we're talking about here is if the money that you're spending produces more revenue or keeps more of that profit in your pocket. Can you do anything if you spend this money? Is it leading to action? Because this is the biggest difference between an employee and a business owner. If I am spending $10,000, I want to make sure that it's either keeping $12,000, $20,000, $30,000 in my pocket, or I want to make sure that it's going to be adding more than $10,000 in new revenue to my business. There's another aspect of this mindset shift in revenue that you need to make as an owner, and this is that not all revenue is good revenue. $10,000 of new revenue is not always a good thing. We're going to talk about that in a future video. But if $10,000 of revenue comes in the door and it requires more of your time as the owner, it's higher level, higher complexity tasks, and it's not something that you can shift to somebody else, that could be taking away your capacity. It's very rare there's a case where you as an employee are going to be able to outsource the work that you do to someone else. Some examples of this in the household budget might be hiring somebody to mow the lawn for you. If you're hiring somebody to mow the lawn in your household budget, and then you're using that free time to sit on the couch and do nothing, this is not you're not gaining anything for the use of that time. However, as a business owner, if you are hiring somebody to mow the lawn for you or cook dinner for you or clean the house for you, and you're able to go out and you're going to spend that time on bringing in new revenue or expanding your services, or even just freeing up the mental capacity from that work so that you can multiply your business, this is the mindset of a business owner. Here's how that shifts into the way that we price our services for other people. So I said you've got $10,000 worth of new revenue coming in. You're going to hire somebody to do that work for you for $4,000. That's a hard decision for you to make because you would love to keep that $4,000 for yourself. The problem is your services can only be done by you. Services that can be done by other people should, in most cases, be done by somebody else. This is the exact way that we need our customers to start to think about our services. One of the problems that new business owners always face is undervaluing their services. They look at what they do and they say, this is easy. I'm getting paid already more than I ever was as an employee. So let's say that you made $25 an hour as an employee. You're now out on your own doing this work and you're able to quote $40 an hour or even $50 an hour. And you're like, this is amazing. I'm making more money than I ever did before. The problem with this is that you've started to see your services as either a $25 an hour game or a $50 an hour game. You're pricing yourself based off of the market, based on what others, your peers, are pricing, based off of what your previous employer priced, maybe even based off of the history of what you've always charged that service in your business. What you're not doing is you're not shifting the value to the customer's perspective. Value is completely subjective, and it's always in the mind of the customer. It is not in our minds as the business owner. It's not in the minds of our employee as the service provider. It is entirely in the minds of the customer. The problem that we have as business owners is we don't know where our customers value our services until we present them with a price. And so there's this range above the cost that it takes you to provide the service and the price that you set that service at with the customer. That range could be huge depending on your customer, depending on how you've marketed your services, depending on how you differentiate yourself from other people. And if you are barely just peaking your price over your costs, let's say you're marking up your costs 30% and that's where you're pricing yourself, you might be missing all of this value in here between where the customer actually values your service and where you've priced it at. This is the continual experiment that you have to do as a business owner. You have to constantly be pushing to up your prices to find the range of the value of the current clients that you are attracting to your business. This is risky. This is experimentation. This will result in proposals that are getting turned down, proposals that are getting denied. But if you don't do this, you're going to risk barely breaking even and not capturing all the value of what the client is actually buying from you. Again, they're not buying your service from you. They are buying their own freedom for themselves. They're not buying something that comes easy to them. It comes easy to you. You've been doing it for 15, 20, 40 years even. They are buying the freedom for them to not have to figure out how to do that thing. They are buying the time that they can instead use in the market to attract higher level services from their customers. And so you need to capture that value. You need to not peg it at where the market is currently or where you've always priced your services. Again, this mindset shift is not easy. You're going to screw it up more times than not. When I first started out in my first company, I screwed this up more often than not because I was used to making a certain set fee per hour of the work that I would do. And so I went out into the marketplace and I doubled that or I tripled that. And I said, I will do this work for you for $2,000. And I was taking a rate of like $100 an hour, which is more than I had ever made. And I was saying, I estimate that this is going to take me 20 hours to finish. And so I would price that at $2,000. I ran into this problem with a client very early on in my first company where I totally underestimated the number of hours that it was going to take, and I priced that job way under value for what it actually meant to the client. To have everything put into one place, to have it all cleaned up, 4 years of information caught up, and I way underpriced this service, not just by the number of hours that I took, but by him not having to do that himself. These are the lessons learned as a business owner. This is what makes a mature business owner or a higher value business owner distinct from a new business owner. And the faster you can learn this, the faster you can move from being the cheapest option, the newest option, the lowest overhead option out there to being a premium service within your market. Again, this is not about tax deductibility. This is not about business expense versus not. This is about, does the price that I'm charging for this service enable them to do something else with their time? Does the price that I'm paying for this service free me up to act in a way that's going to bring in more revenue to my company? This is the mindset shift that you need to make. It's starting to look at your expenses not as a fixed cost, but as a, what am I purchasing the ability to do? And the key here is action. If you are going to pay somebody and then not act on that investment, it's no longer an investment. It is a fixed expense. It's eating into your profit. And so if you're not freeing yourself up to do something higher level than the cost you are paying somebody else to do that, then you might as well just do that yourself. The shift here in this thinking is got to move away from how much will this cost to how much will this make possible in my company. If this video has been helpful for you, I would ask that you please share it with someone else. If you're interested in this mindset shift from being an employee to being an owner, we've created a 24-question quiz. You can find that down in the description below. And we've also created this video series, and you're going to want to watch this one next. I will see you on the next one.